Hi, welcome. Hi. Please, do you have a spot?
There's also another person coming.
Great. Well, then there's one here and one there. You want to you want to move on over and you can have.
I can scoot over there.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's fine. Okay, no, yeah, fine, yeah. Guys, moving. We'll have two.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, hop. Yeah, no, hop on in. They'll be here. We'll wait.
Thank you. And then they have the QR code.
Oh yeah, that's all JC. That's all JC stuff. So we'll go ahead and pop a seat right there.
Hi.
Hello.
Hanging in there.
So next one it says hotkeys number.
F1 should get you your face cam.
F1. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, welcome everybody. Let me get my camera all set up here, guys. Adjust this so people can see me. All right, guys. Everybody, we're streaming live on YouTube, live here at the Scum Villany Cantina, guys. Tonight we are making the female armor breastplate. You have a total of 6 pieces in front of you at your table. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be tracing these onto foam. And we're going to be doing, as we trace them with your Sharpie, we're going to not only trace them, we're going to get the registration marks, these little notches you'll see on the pattern. And then you will label the number and the side, like left, like 1 left. And then when you flip it over, there'll be 2 left. So as we trace them, we also number them. The reason I do that because when you're making stuff, it does get confusing when pieces, and these are patterns that I make myself and I get lost and confused. So when you're doing stuff, it's just good to just make a habit of writing down what's right, what's left, because I can't tell how many times I've cut 2 rights and I'm like, oh, it's why, oh, that's why it's not going together. Or there's 2 lefts, vice versa. All right. Which one's the group? It's I'm learning these keys here real quickly. There you go. Got a shot of the audience. Everybody's here today. What we're going to start with, let's grab my pieces here. This is chest piece number 1, and we're going to have our Sharpie. Now on the foam, we're going to be drawing on the smooth side, and the foam we're working with. Which one's that?
Do you want overhand?
I'm learning. There you go. Okay. We're going to be doing this now. What we're doing, we're tracing this. We want to get used to maximizing our foam, so we're going to draw this in the edge. Just get it as close as you can to the edge for our left. And I got my Sharpie. And what's so great, these are all traced on poster board. The reason I do this is because it makes them easy to trace. So we're just going to do the outside like that. I like to do that first, trace it. And this is number 1, left. And once I do that, then I go back in with the registration marks and you get those guys. The registration marks are very important when gluing your foam together. This shows you where the pieces are going to be going, so make sure you mark those guys. Just like that. There, nicely done. Now, I'm going to take the right, flip it over to the left, and again, I'm just going to adjust it to where I can get the most out of this. Too, I'm going to take this, see how close I can get this right here. Get it close as I can. It's not, yeah, like this. Again, you don't have to go straight to the edge, but just give it a little bit of a, so make sure, now we're going to do, that, oh, so again, sorry guys, what I did was, that was 1, that was the right, so I label it. And so now I'm going to do my left. So once you trace it, write down the number and the side. These are things I learned because I screwed things up on myself. And I always would think, oh, I'll know it when I see it. No, you won't. Patterns get confusing.
How many of you are here building armor for yourself or someone you know? How many are here just for the skill? Skill?
Yeah, all right. Anybody, how many?
Yes.
Yeah, how many first timers? Any first timers? Oh, outstanding. That's what I like to see.
Amazing.
Because foam is the gateway drug, people. when it comes to crafting. The stuff is so pliable and easy to work with. Okay, let me label this as number 1, and this is left. Okay.
I've said this the last couple times, but I do a lot of 3D printing with plastic, and the foam is so much nicer because it's not clackety clack 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 clack. Like, it doesn't sound like you're falling down the stairs everywhere you go with it.
No. Now again, it's also too, foam is very forgiving. And like you said, dealing with plastic and stuff, everything has to be really rigid and stuff. So we're gonna move on to number 2, right here. And again, yeah, so again, we're gonna squeeze, got number 2, and we're gonna lay it in here. Like again, get them close as you can. There you go, and this hotkey 2, there. And we're gonna do, now don't make them touch, but have a little bit of space between them because you want to be able to cut this stuff out easily. But I always try to maximize my foam. So we're going to trace number 2.
I'm actually waiting for something. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait, didn't you say 15?
Yeah, it might be JC. Ask him. Because we do have patterns. We have some more foam too. Hold on. No worries. I'm going to do our notches. All right, then we do number 2, left. And then of course we're going to flip it.
Like, we have like one extra person.
Do we?
You could do right here, right?
Well,
If somebody's
I'm
already
waiting for my partner to get here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry guys. We can
Sorry.
we can throw one together. Here,
Yeah, let me set something up.
Yeah.
you got it. There's a scrap piece of foam right there.
Yeah, I do have the extra foam.
Yeah, you got it. And there's another pattern too somewhere. Nope, sorry. So we're gonna do number 2, flip it for the right as well too. All right. So we're going to label that 2 and right. So with everybody settling, guys, really quickly, no rush. I'm going to take this opportunity to take a bite of my sandwich while people are settling in. Oh, don't worry, that's coming. Mmm. Mmm.
I love this because it's so chill and casual.
Right, I know. I like the 15 people. 15.
It's a hang, it's not a dictation.
Right. Okay, I'll switch back with my hotkeys too. There you go. All right. We're going to settle in really quickly. And we're going to, right now, show you guys what I got right here. This is my, as when I trace them on there, there's still a little space between them because we are going to cut them out individually, but I like to cut them out roughly and we'll cut them out clean up to the edges. So don't worry about that. All right, so look at everybody just getting ahead of me. All right. That's what happens when you get creative people in here. So now we're going to move on to part 3, which is the smaller breastplate. Let's go here, okay, 2. And we're going to trace it again right up here. And again, make sure when you're tracing, don't forget to label them, the numbers and the side. There we go. Yeah, please, guys. And also, while I work, I can actually talk and answer questions at the same time. Tonight,
And then flip it, and it's R1.
so here we go. We're gonna do number 3 and left, and I'm gonna flip for the right. Tonight we're using contact cement. And I find it in the class, that's the big thing that people struggle with the most. It is a glue that you apply to both surfaces and you let it dry before you put them together. Thus the name contact cement. And that's the thing that's, I find in the shops, the classes we do, that's the thing that is the trickiest.
Do you like using a heat gun?
I do, yes. Normally, I like using, if you're working with foam, heat gun is such a, I like the pre-curl stuff first and stuff. But luckily tonight, this foam we're working with it's pretty thin and pliable.
To dry this.
Oh yeah, no. I let it air dry. Heat makes it blister and it bubbles. So no, I don't apply heat. The best thing for glue to make it dry is just when you have a hair dryer, just hit the bulb where it just blows air, not heat, just moving air. Moving air just dries it super fast, like house paint. When I always tell my wife, like when we're painting stuff, turn a fan on the walls and it just dries like super fast. Moving air is the best thing for paint and glue. Okay, I'm moving on to part 4. Again, we're just going to squeeze it onto my foam here with drips of my spicy chicken sauce on there. Onto my foam here, okay. Yeah, once you trace it, just write down the number and the side. Just left, okay. Now we're moving on to part 5, which is the lower ab there. And we're going to trace that. Same drill. Trace it, get the registration marks. Okay. Got that. Hey P, before it gets too complicated,
Yeah.
can you order me a blue milk real quick? And then, before we get to all the elaborate cutting. Everybody tonight, also by the way, really quickly, space cam. That is my assistant Peter. Peter's been with me forever. He's been my partner in crime. He keeps me on schedule when we go to conventions, and he takes care of all the flight information, all that kind of stuff, and workshops and everything. Because when you reach my age, you're like, what am I doing? What? When is that? When? What? So it's always good to have an assistant when you're dealing with schedules.
In case anybody wants, there's a QR code here for ordering drinks and food. We love Scum and Villany.
That's right, guys.
Host us, so-
This is a bar and restaurant, people. So I highly recommend while we're here crafting to take advantage of this, because it is, what's it, imbibe with Ted?
Vibe and build.
Yeah, imbibe, which means drink, right?
Do you guys have any of the blade sharpeners?
Oh, we do, Peter.
What's up?
Can you sharpen his blade?
Here needs his blade sharpened.
Is yours like still have some?
Yeah.
I definitely need
Okay, I'm moving on to, I got my part 6 I'm gonna do. Do left and right. There's a bunch of them in here.
Yeah, there's this box.
Oh, right here.
Might just do that.
Is there a reason you prefer the floor mat?
Oh,
foam versus like the other EVA foam that's out there?
For right now, it's cheap.
It's cheap, okay.
Because it's here's the deal. When you're starting off, first of all, somebody was asking me about the EVA foam, the floor mats compared to the craft foam. The floor mat foam I like doing because it's super cheap. I use this stuff at Harbor Freight, and when I'm working on a pattern, everything you've seen in my website or my builds and stuff, I've done it like 2 or 3 times. And I don't like using high quality foam and wasting it. So what I do is I get this stuff first. I get the cheap foam and work out the pattern. Once I get it just right, like where I like it, then I make it again. And when you make it out of a different foam, a quality foam, it looks it's really amazing. It pulls together better, it's cleaner, it's tighter, it's a qualitier foam. So yeah, but working the bugs out is best So use the cheaper foam. Therefore, it's not so painful when things don't work out. So, all right, let me trace this left. So I'm gonna do my right. Yeah, those things are amazing.
6 total pieces, correct?
Yeah, total 6, left and right. Oh, Pete, that was fast. Thank you.
Pardon?
All right, so I'll wait for everybody to get all their parts. That's 6, right? Yeah, when you get your parts, just put your pattern all up in like in a pile, put them aside, get them out of the way. Peter can take your patterns away from you. Yeah, notch cutter. Trust me, when you get a notch cutter, there's the $6 ones, spend the money and buy the higher quality ones, they last longer. I would buy the cheap $6 ones and I'd get like about a couple of months out of them, and they start dulling and they start tearing the paper opposed to cutting. And after a while, it's just like, you can't sharpen them. So I just spend the money, get a notch cutter. And they sell them on Amazon, guys. What you do is go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, and click on my Amazon link, and therefore if you shop through my Amazon link, I get a kickback for it. Therefore I pass knowledge on to you. If you just shop through my link, I get a little kickback, which is your way of saying, thanks, Ted. Thanks, Ted. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Are any of these angled trims, or are they all?
No, this is all 90, baby. This is why I picked this pattern. It's super easy. We're not gonna get crazy with the bevels. So we have all our pieces, guys, traced out, as you can see right here. Now, what we're gonna do first is get your blade, and I'm just gonna separate them. Now, you can cut them on the line, but what I'm gonna do, it's kind of hard to cut all these lines nice and clean when they're all stuck together like this. So what I like to do is I just kind of separate them. So I just take the knife and just cut in the space, not on the actual line itself. I just cut around it. Now when cutting, I always like to make sure you have by the way, guys, if you don't find this hard to believe, there's cutting mats and all that stuff. So cut on the cutting mat because it does 2 things. It doesn't dull your blade as quickly. It's soft, so your blade will touch the mat. Make sure that blade's touching the mat when you cut. When I mean cut out, I just mean this, like this. Just cut them out roughly. What we're doing is we're just gonna do this and separate them so we can cut them cleaner. But we just wanna spread them out. So let's go ahead and just all separate them. And like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty, just cut out the rough edges, just kind of get them out so we can come back later and do some nice cuts on them. Oops, sorry, let's change camera. So like this.
What's the next convention you'll be at?
Oh, that's a great question. I will be at, I'll be at Anime Los Angeles in January. Again, everybody, really quickly, if any of you people live in LA, you definitely have not been to Anime Los Angeles, right? It's so awesome. It's so awesome. And what I like about it so much is that it's like, it's Anime Expo without the nightmare and the overcharging, the heat and the lines. So if you like anime, which we all do, but it's like all that without the madness. It really is. It's super cool. And the people are great, and the crowd is awesome. It's like everybody's super into it. And everybody's really friendly. So that's one of the things I really admire. So that is my local con. That's my local favorite con to go to. So I always go nuts because it's local. I'm not flying in, so I can bring everything. So I like setting up my table. And if you guys haven't been, I do every year I do giveaways. So at my booth, I have like 3 or 4 items I make throughout the year, and I have raffles, a $1 ticket, and we draw the winner on Saturday at 3 o'clock, and it's always a blast, giving stuff away.
Is that in July or January?
It's beginning of the year, January, yeah.
You were there's something happening at
Typically, you're at Creators
Oh, Creators Con in Colorado, for all you guys who are out in Colorado, for all you people who travel.
I missed you at Monsterpalooza.
Oh yeah, I was on foot at Monsterpalooza.
Yeah, we met a little friend of mine, Carly, with the Fallout cosplay.
Oh, that's right, that was
You
cool.
made the roach.
Yes, that was super sweet. They stopped me on my way in.
You were definitely her highlight.
It was very sweet because they were like, we were hoping to meet you, and then they ran into me right on the way in. I was like, ran right into the park.
That's the nice thing about Pasadena. So it's pretty intimate.
It's a great convention.
The Santa Monsterpalooza I love in Burbank.
Yeah, it's a little smaller,
I
so
know, but that's better.
exactly.
We're the hitchhiking ghosts.
Oh, you guys were. I got pictures of you guys.
With the Baxters. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got great pictures of you guys.
Oh, awesome.
I posted those on my Evil Ted Facebook,
Amazing.
my Facebook group. That was
We want to make Mandalorian That's why I'm here.
Mandalorian goes. All right, fantastic. All right, guys, I'm almost done here, cutting my pieces out. Fantastic. Now, again, really quickly, everybody, if your blade starts to fatigue or it grabs or starts tearing, raise your hand, and Peter has this sharpener. He will come and he will hone your blade for you. Okay? Yeah, so the, all right, so I'm going to start with my part one, just to try to stay in sequence here. Let me grab my one right and left here. Now, when we're cutting these guys out, I'll tell you what, I'm going to hang out, let everybody catch up. Because I have a tendency to do this really quickly.
Yeah.
Because I do this, I do this a lot, and I apologize. It's like, all you have to do is, and I've been doing this a long time, so it's kind of like second nature to me, so I'm going to catch my breath and drink a cocktail. So I'm going to let everybody else, let me catch up with the stream here on YouTube. Oh, people said at Anime LA, everybody's a lot nicer in vendor booths. The vendors are nice. I've never had too many issues. My daughter, Dorothy, loves this. I took her to Monster Palooza. It was her first time. And that's her favorite thing, is going to the vendors. And Monster Palooza has the most amazing vendors. The stuff they make is so cool. For all you people on YouTube Live, I am drinking the signature blue milk here at the Scum Villany Cantina. This looks familiar to you. I know Luke and local Tantra Wings people there drink this alcohol. Yeah, go up here. All right, well, everybody's catch up. I'm going to very carefully describe what I'm doing in detail here. We're going to be cutting 90, and what I mean by 90 is having this blade. I have my part one here, this is number left. When I cut, I make sure that when I'm cutting, I stand over my blade and I watch it to make sure it doesn't lean left or right. When I mean 90, you kind of stand over it and watch it. And again, make sure that tip of the knife is touching the mat. So when you cut, you know you're going to go all the way through. You follow that Sharpie line like this. Pow, see, and that's, get your 90 cut. Again, start with the blade, tip touching the mat, like this, and keep that blade up and right. And the reason, as you get more advanced and start cutting, you'll want to learn about beveling and stuff, but right now with this particular piece, just cutting 90 is what you need to do. How you doing over there, you all right? Look,
Nails on a chalkboard.
look at me, you got this.
I'm trying.
No,
I'm trying.
you're fine, you got this.
Oh.
Shh, deep breath, deep breath. Take your blade, and you're just gonna cut it really, there's no rush. No rush.
Oh, the knife sharpener.
Oh, that, oh, I'm sorry.
That's right.
There you go. Sure.
Of course, the one sound is good.
Yeah, the one sound that like actually destroys my ears and makes it to where I'm completely immobile. Oh my god.
Well, I know how to win an argument now.
Is that it?
Make that noise.
They may have to cut my stuff for me.
Here, hand me your left piece. Hand me your left piece. Here, what's this? Here.
Like, you know, I'd be like, I'm muscling it.
The knife should be doing all of the work.
Right.
You shouldn't have to like pull it. I think like what I always say is like
Yeah.
once you start seeing this knife filling,
Yeah.
that's probably when
Do you want me to be on just the outside of these lines or right down the middle of the line?
You know right on to them, because with Sharpie. Hold on, I got here. See this?
Go get you a drink or something. I can't.
Hey Peter, once you get it, once we get done, she's having the sounds of the sharp. It reminds you like chalkboard. So if you just get them quickly as you can, and then she can take it.
Do you want to shift to the bar?
knives instead.
Yeah, you want to try that? Yeah. No, it's all right. It's all right.
I'm getting not good.
Okay.
It's all right. All right. Well, hold on. Here you go. Pete's just gonna get some new blades. So instead of sharpening, we'll use new blades.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
No, it's all right, because everybody, we all have our. All right, here you go. Wait, is that mine or yours?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the one that you just did was hers.
Okay,
Okay.
Like, well,
Okay.
that's it. That
Okay,
is yours.
thank
Okay,
you.
You got it. Okay. So we're gonna go into my. I got my
Okay, sorry.
left and my right. There's a bunch of new ones in there, Peter.
sorry,
Yeah,
man.
that's what we're gonna switch it to.
I can just grab this.
I
All
know,
right.
it's like when I go get the,
So yeah, when we're cutting,
I
just
think
make.
it's definitely a desensitization thing for
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
like-
We've done it for so long.
it's been the one crippling sound for me.
It's all right. We'll work it. We got it. That make sure, you guys, when you're cutting this, that just when you're cutting, take your time, and make sure when you're. What I do is when I'm cutting it, I always like to have that tip of the blade touching the mat, and I tilt the blade. Let the blade do the work. Don't let your blade go down. Let the blade drag. I guess the best way to describe this is that, for example, when I'm cutting, I don't take the blade like this. I cut and bring it down and let the blade do the work. So, all right. So I got my ones cut out. I'm gonna move on to my number twos. So far, look, everybody's got a handle on it. They're like, again, everybody, if anybody has any questions, please ask by all means.
What's your favorite adhesive?
I'm sorry?
What's your favorite adhesive?
Oh, my favorite adhesive is contact cement. I love glue. That's the thing, when I started in the early days of YouTube, I started doing the videos, got turned to the whole cosplay thing. A lot of kids were using hot glue, and I think hot glue was great at the time, but I kept thinking, there's another glue out there, it's called contact cement. And I used to really be a cheerleader for barge cement.
You don't
Bar-
like barge?
Used to be. Well, let me tell you a story. Barge cement is an industry standard, and I worked at a shop, and so I would tell them I need it, and they would go out and get it. And then what happened was, when I stopped working at the shops and I wanted to get it, I'm like, good grief, this stuff's expensive. And not only was it expensive, it was like really, really hard to find. And so it's not, and after a while, it got to a point where I found the DAP wellwood, especially for foam, it works fine. So in the industry, it's an industry standard because it's great for leather, and they use it on everything, but they buy it in giant gallons, and every shop has it. So, but I'm gonna swap my blade here real quick.
And as these guys pointed out, you're not legally allowed to buy it in California anymore.
Yeah, and now, yeah, good. So a good way it kind of made you guys transition, because it's becoming harder and harder to get now.
Get it in Texas. You just posted about Rust-Oleum.
Really, I can get it through Amazon.
Yeah, Rust-Oleum paint. I love 2X.
Sometimes Amazon you'll catch it if you'll get the prop warning. Yes.
Wow.
Amazon is dicey, but I don't
Right, and also too, it takes longer. It takes longer to dry, but it's really durable when it does.
yeah,
You
exactly.
said it was pliable and you would use
Yeah.
that was my big thing.
Yeah, because right. So when I'm cutting my pieces, I stack them accordingly. I have my ones over here. I got my twos over here. So I just kind of stack them as I go. So again, everything is 90.
I'm gonna say don't cut these.
Western Rainbow Freeway. It's called like a cell or something. It's like a Italian word. Shoot line.
Tandy leather is another place. Oh,
Sard, yes, sard. I know the shop you're talking about, yeah. Have to look at the map every time you find it.
so again, when you're cutting, guys, take your time, no rush. Make sure that blade is
Now we
touching
just
the.
start to like cut out the refinements, right? Like to get it.
Yeah, just cut all your edges. Make sure they're 90, straight up and down. When I cut, I always just cut right on the Sharpie line, because with foam, it's so forgiving. You don't have to be like super precise with it. It's gonna bend and flex for us. All right, where's my? Oh, I got my. I'm missing a part.
All right, I'm gonna keep asking questions for nobody else. What's
Go
your
ahead.
favorite build that you've ever made?
Oh my good grief! It's always my last build. It's always the last thing I've ever done. Like, oh, it's my favorite. And like, it's always hard to have a favorite. I think I lost a piece here. Hold on, this. Yeah, that right now I'm working on that. Yeah, I'll just trace another one. I had my.
You're missing a 4.
I think I have a 4 left, I may not. You know, what's so funny. I may not have traced it. But yeah, you guys heard of that program Pepakura? The Japanese program where they take this pattern for paper and you glue it all together and make shapes. Yeah, it's Pepakura is what it's called. And I had a alien head that this guy made. Apparently, he said the pattern was for foam, but there's a lot of darts in it. So, but I'm. Yeah, well, I took it and I'm just kind of making it as I go. I'm like, I'll look at it. I got pictures of an actual alien and pictures of. And then my friend had like a casting of one of the original heads from the alien, so I'm using that as a reference to look at it. And yeah, it's a 4 right there, Peter?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, I somehow got excited and forgot it. So.
So low res that it was just a blob, basically.
Right, there's
Give me a basic shape to start with.
for all you people out there, you guys, when you get into this, there's so many great patterns out there. There's people that sell them on Etsy. There's so many, again, but like anything, it's like car salesmen. There's good ones and bad ones. You can get some bad patterns, and I've gotten some. So.
Nice to use Pepakura though. If you use that.
Catch up with chat really quickly, everybody. Somebody's like, yeah, Pepakura. All right. Oh, thanks, Peter. That's good.
I'll rotate the knives and sharpen them inside.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing out there? Feel good?
Switched my knife and 100% better.
All right, good. Well, Pete, being the good guy, he's taking the blades outside and sharpening them inside. So, because if that's inhibiting your build, sweetheart, no.
Sensory-friendly environment.
Yeah, thanks.
I bought Pete food and drinks, so it's a simple thing we do. Okay, wonderful. Let's go back. Over here, we're gonna get back at this here. I'm gonna cut again. This is 90. And this one. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
How many pieces was last?
But I think 4. Yeah, 4. I think there's just like
3
well.
for the bracer.
Yeah, no, two for the shoulder and 3 for the arm. Yeah, but this is
These are
way more complicated. Yes, this is why I was kind of thought we'd kind of raise the game here a little bit. And for all the people who came here who it's their first time, thank you for your patience. It's doable. It really is. It's crafting. It's my mission is to take the mystery out of this, because once you see a finished piece, you're really intimidated and like, well, I can't make that. But if you ever watch people make something from beginning to end, that's why I make my videos. All my builds, you'll watch the whole process, and by the time it's over with, you go, oh, okay. It's not. You see the magic trick. It's not. Once you see it, it's doable. It's just patience and practice, and that's what a lot of it is. It's just getting familiar with the material, learning how to cut, all the things that I've learned. That's why I try to cover them in the videos so that you guys don't have to struggle with it so much. Getting this, because this is great. And the great thing about this workshop is we have 2 hours. Because when Peter and I do conventions, we have what, like 45 minutes?
45 minutes maybe. Well, it's
If
supposed
we're-
to be an hour, but the other people take 15 minutes to get out. We gotta get set up.
Which I'll tell you a story. We went to Chicago for C2E2, and they want us to do. We did like 3 workshops a day.
We did 3 workshops.
A day. And what was interesting about that was we learned a lot doing it, and I was thoroughly convinced that there was no way. And everybody walked out with a helmet. Everybody walked out with shoulder. We were able to pull it off. It was a great accomplishment. So, what do you guys have a problem with?
No, I just like a corner piece came off, and I just kind of like I'm like honing it back down. So.
Trust me, that just comes with practice. Don't worry. We're just going to glue all these guys together. Again, if your blade gets too dull, hand it to Peter. He'll take it outside and sharpen it for you. Well, here, I think Peter can swap you, hand you one.
The material is fine. I can use them. I mean, I've done some builds, but I've never done a chest plate. I'm trying to do
All right.
so
Okay. You got Peter.
done the other Marvel characters, injury aside, I can't obviously join you this year.
While you guys, a bunch of people are cutting, you're not there yet, and you're still cutting, don't worry about it. Just keep cutting, get your pieces ready. We're going to talk about contact cement, so we're going to go a little bit fast forward here quick. So don't start work. Don't worry about gluing yet. Huh? All right, but I'm saying, I'm going to show you an example. What we like to do here with the contact cement is that it comes in this little squeeze bottle. You have a lot of foam scrap in front of you, correct? So we're going to take this foam scrap. All right, guys, hold on. Make all right, I'm gonna make sure I get it back.
So everybody hone in on Ted. Really
Just for a
This
second,
is
I
an
want
important
to cover this really quickly. So, this is contact cement. What we're gonna be doing, instead of squeeze bottle, we're gonna apply it to the edge. As you can see right here, it's very thin. And you have a lot of scrap foam here, so we're gonna take pieces of that, and we're just gonna take that glue and smear it on that edge, right? And it's going to do just a little bit of these edges, and it's going to be just like that. And a little, again, less is more. Just take enough to wet the surface, like that, and then I'm going to let that dry, and we do the same thing to the piece that we're going to be gluing together. So same thing, you apply to both. Huh? You sure can. Yeah, just make it quick. All right. All right. So again, you just apply that cement really, really thin and let that soak in. That's the technique we're going to be using. So it's going to take a little bit of dry. So while you guys are cutting, that's something to think about. We're going to be doing that next. So once everybody's cut up, I want to start. Everybody's got their pieces cut. Everything's looking good. We're getting there. We're doing good on time, right, Peter?
No, that's an extra one. I accidentally cut.
Here, hand me some parts.
The same one.
I'll help you out. Here.
Extra. Oh no, that's just an extra one. I accidentally cut out.
Oh, okay. Here.
Yeah, I traced and cut.
Well, hand me some pieces you need. Well, hand me pieces you need cut. Don't hand me extra.
Everybody's got a couple to get done.
Yeah. What do you have a piece that needs to be cut?
Oh, actually, I don't have this pattern, so I'm going to steal your extra.
Oh, okay. So then I do need that back.
All right. Well, here, let me just cut it then.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Let me just get you.
Somehow I missed that.
It's all right. You know it happens. There's a lot of parts, rights and lefts.
I'll give you this. This is yours. I'm just helping you.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. There you go.
Thank you. L5? Is that R5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow I
All
missed
right.
that one.
You missed L5.
It's the whole pattern.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. I accidentally did
So everybody's working, everybody's cutting. Then we gotta catch up. We're almost there. Now, once we get all the parts cut out, we'll be gluing. This is my next step. Now, granted, this is a really elaborate thing to start with. If your edges aren't straight, don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's the glue is sticking them together.
Any trick to the notches or just literally
What's that?
any trick to the notches?
No, notches. Don't cut the notches. The notches are just notches. Don't cut the notches at all. They're just registration marks. Those guys are just help us to line things together. No, those are just help us to glue the parts together. So when you glue them together, you know exactly what's going to what. And that's why I labeled them and I wrote numbers on them. So. I'm good.
Yes, select.
All right, so let me go back. Let me get my pieces though. We go to here. We got 6 and 6. 6.
But I've been watching a lot of puppeteers.
Right. Right, left. Okay.
Just like static eyes. And so the static eyes look great, but when I was at Star Wars Celebration a few years ago,
Let's get 1 and 2.
my friend who was dressed as Mara Jade was handling me.
All right.
It was funny because like canonically they could have met. You never know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
sounds like a delicious drink.
What's this?
So I made that for Halloween costume years ago, and
Yeah, yeah. Hand me a part. I'll cut it for him. Your part? I'll cut that for you. So you can just get you caught up. No worries. No worries. Get this all.
okay. Yeah, I get invited to those later. What's your name?
Liana.
Okay. Yeah. It's Steve. Yeah. Yeah. So I like them.
Okay.
I mean, I built these guys off of the same jump that they had made, but I made like a data and a
How's everybody looking out there?
secret, I made a
Good. Room. Good. How you guys looking? How you guys looking? Here.
We're
look,
doing
look,
the same
you
thing.
know, when you're cutting,
Yeah.
make sure this tip is touching the mat.
Start the mat. Oh, okay, good to know.
Because
yes.
if it does, it goes all the way through. So when you get that, let that blade do the work. Let that tip touch the mat. It's kind of drag, but get that right there, and I'll take it right down.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, it's like if your blade gets dull, just let us know. We'll swap
Yeah,
your.
I think my blade's probably getting dull.
Yeah,
Like,
let me-
I feel like that's not going as fast as yours is.
Well, that's also too. I'm a maniac. I do this all the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
see?
my gosh. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so let me grab this one real quick.
Starting on the mat.
Yeah, and make sure when you're cutting. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do like this.
So
I
I
always-
actually need to make my blade longer.
No, yeah, make the
too.
blade not too long. You want to make it like just enough to,
I feel like I'm not.
you know, like. Right. Again, this it's weird. The softer the foam is, the quicker it dulls your blade too.
Right?
So,
Why is that?
all right, but this not too bad. This one's all right. You got this kind of get that. There you go. Like that.
Oh my God, you are a maniac. You're amazing. Like so. Yeah, I
What?
think my blade's dull.
Yeah, here I'll get you another one. We'll get you. Hey, Peter, you have a sharper knife over there? Or? Yeah, she's got their blade's a little dragging, so.
That's what.
Yeah, take that one. Pete will take that and sharpen that one up, and then we'll do this. There you go.
Oh my God, I can totally feel the difference.
Yeah,
Like
just-
already, just on the drag through the.
Just get it right on the edge, and just make sure that it's. I always say, don't think about cutting the foam. Think about cutting the mat. Just focus mostly on cutting the mat,
Okay.
and then it goes all the way through like that. All right. Like that. All right, like that. And so let me steal these guys real quick. I'll cut these up. Cut these up quickly. All right, hold on. Almost there, almost there.
I gotta feel that L5.
Sorry?
I gotta feel that L5 back at the end. Thank you for helping me cut it out.
Oh, did I steal one from you?
Oh, no, you helped me cut it out.
Oh, okay, good.
Exactly.
Got it. All right. Just cut them out really quick. All right. Yeah, this is a bit, I won't lie, this is a bit of a complicated, it's a lot of parts, people. And I kind of threw you in the bus on this one, but I really think this is all going to come together once you start gluing stuff. So, hold on. And that. And that. That. All right. Okay. All right. Be right back. Hold on. There you go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You got that. All right.
We're only gluing on the ones with the tick marks.
What's it? Yeah. Yeah.
We're only
Yes.
starting with- Yeah, okay.
Yes, that is correct. All right. All right, buddy. We're gonna start getting to the gluey here. It's
Yeah, yeah.
my favorite part. It's for real, because this is where the. So we're gonna start with part. We got our part one. We got our left and right. Let's just grab the left. And we're gonna grab our. Let's grab our 1 and 2. left 1 and left 2. And we're gonna be gluing these guys right here, like this. These guys. And we're gonna apply contact cement, this lip right here, guys, this part right here, contact cement on this, and outside edge of number 2 here. We're applying, these are the 2 parts we're gonna be sticking together. So we're gonna take some glue.
Starting with L1 and L2.
2, that's right.
L1 and L2.
And we're gonna take a little dab of that cement. Again, it's crazy, less is more, just run it.
This is definitely a watch and then do.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply just a little bit on here, like so. And I'm gonna take this scrap piece of foam and just make sure that I'm rubbing it. It covers the entire surface of the area I'm gonna glue. So, and it's super thin, and I'm just gonna keep going back and forth over this because this foam is drinking this glue, all right? So it's all right, just let it do that. Get it nice and even. And so while I got that one on number 1, while number 1 is drying, we grab number 2, the outside edge, and do the same thing. We're gonna apply glue to it. Again, very little. Just dab, like, very little on the foam. Just dab as much as you know, because a lot of it's gonna get smooth, because you're just gonna thin it out. Sure, give people a hand there. Just nice, really thin, and when you're doing this, make sure you're covering the entire surface of the foam we're gonna be gluing together. All right? Let's see, so what we're gonna do, that's the left. So we're gonna set that down, left 1 and left 2 drying. We're gonna grab right 1 and right 2 and do the same areas. Put the glue on those guys as well. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna do this while the other ones are drying. So we're gonna start doing a little, again, less is more.
I think it's about 15 seconds or something like that.
Well, it usually about 5 minutes for it to dry. But this is so thin, it's probably gonna dry a lot quicker than that. So again, really thin. All right, and brush, just take a piece of, and again, the scrap foam, just like that. Got that one, and then do the inside. And then we do the, again, this is number 1 right. And we get glue on this one too. Very, very thin. Contact cement, less is more. Less is more. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, got that. All right. So,
You might have
all right. So now I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna pick up 1 left and 2 left, and just start fanning them, making them, and look at them. If you see shiny spots, they're still too wet. So just keep moving, keep fanning them, so they get dry. Everybody there on YouTube, guys, thank you for hanging out and watching. We're at the gluing stage right now. I'm gonna sip my drink.
Let me just get the different bottles.
Yeah, there's probably, there's some that didn't get cut. I noticed that. Is there one?
That are laying on their side got clogged.
Here, let me put some glue. There's the glue probably needs to be here, Pete. Here's some new glue, Pete. That's probably too thick.
Yeah, I'm gonna just swap the heads.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, again, looking at them. All right. Now we have our left 1 and left 2. I'm going to start with the edge right here. See? Show you guys real quickly here. And you see those registration marks? Line them up. See this thin part, the bottom? I'm going to start with that guy right there. All right? Yes, but you put it on heavy enough, so just go ahead and push. Just push it, and then grab it like that. And when you're doing this, keep an eye on that mark and make sure, because the marks won't line up unless you pull and push a little bit. So they're not going to line up. So that's where you have to kind of manhandle a little bit. Push and pull, because the little marks have got to line up. There we go. See, like that. Keep going. No, don't worry. Push and pull. Yeah, it's frustration marks.
Frustration marks is very good. That is very good.
Like I said, I have one that doesn't quite line up everybody else's mind.
All right. All right, since now I got mine, you guys got your stuck together, that's good. Now we put glue on the right. That should be dry enough. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's not shiny anymore, it's dull. Do the same thing, start at the bottom, line that edge up. It may not look like it's going to go, you just gotta pull and twist, make sure you get those marks lined up. Just like that. And like that. So you got push and pull, push and pull.
Really?
Yeah, good. Oh yeah, geez, I know. It's amazing we didn't get all of those guys.
Right.
All right, so now we have these guys stuck together. That's great. We got our rights and lefts. Let me switch cameras because this, yeah. These guys right here, we got the right and lefts. Okay. So now we're moving on to, let's grab number 3 and 4. We're gonna grab the left 3 and 4. Where's my left? Left 3 and left 4. Left 3 and left 4. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply glue to all the little registration marks. Any side that has that, it gets glue on them. And there's one side that's flat, has no marks. Glue does not go there. Just do the registration marks on 4, and then number 3, you go all the way around. So on 4, we're just gonna do the registration marks. Say again? Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it kind of rolls off my fingers. Yeah. So again, when you put the glue on really thin and just rub it to where it soaks into the foam, nice thin even coat right on top of the foam on number 4. Now again, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the 4 left and number 3 left on all the edges. Right, really thin, and that's why once you get that bead on there, take that scrap foam and spread it to where it goes nice, like that, nice and even all the way around. And again, all on number 3, all 4 sides. And we do is get that, and when we do, make sure it soaks, like you say, put on evenly, let it soak into the foam. Got it. All right, and then we take 3 and 4 left and let them dry. Then we take right 3 and 4 and do the same drill. We're gonna put glue on all 4 sides of number 3 and 2 sides on number 4.
That's a serious pro tip is put the glue on and then do something else. You
Yeah.
really want to give it as much time as you can.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stagger. Like we do this, and then by the time we get this on there, it gives the time for the other glue to dry. This is stuff that Pete and I learned from doing classes 3 a day. Like just doing the domino thing here. Okay, got that. And again, this is great, guys. Again, we're working outside. Now, if you're working with this contact cement, you make sure you have a mask on, or you get a ventilation or air moving through your house or a foam, because this stuff is not great in enclosed rooms. You want to have this in a ventilated area. So getting back to number 4, we're gonna do the right on this guy too.
Again, I'm gonna sneak past. I'll show you guys how crazy this glue is. This is the container here that we keep the glue in. It frosted the container. This was, yeah, as opposed to
Oh,
this.
wow.
Yeah, so
That's what the vapor does.
it's like good stuff, but
It softened the plastic. So, yeah, right. All right. Okay. All right, I get the glue into those guys dry. Sorry? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I probably would have glued yours. All right, here we go, guys. We have the 4 and 3 left. I'm looking at the glue, making sure it's all dry. Still a little wet. I'm gonna keep fanning. Mm. All right. Okay. We got 3 and 4. We're going to put them together. See, top 3, top 4. You'll see the registration mark. Line them up. Push them together like that.
Can't see it.
Now if it pulls back, that's all right, because the glue's still wet. It's okay, we just go back and push it again, because it will eventually dry. All right,
Can you show me top again of those two?
these guys right here.
So is it, yeah, there's a shadow.
The bottom of 3 has 4 registration marks.
Yes, the
Okay.
Okay.
So like this.
So like this?
Got it.
it's like that. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to show what like a counter.
Look out, Pete's coming. Here you go.
very weird.
It's hard to see the color.
So the things that you can
Yes, that's it. 'Cause you see that? You see how they look? How they like? You can see the match.
Yeah, yeah. You did it right. You're good.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why the marks are really important. This is why we label them too. Could you imagine I do this when we weren't labeled? You'd be like, what is this? So yeah, now check on the glue, make sure your other glue's dry before you, this might still be a little wet. We'll take a look at it. If it's still shiny, don't do it yet. Keep fanning. Because once you put 3 left and 4 left together, your other glue on the 3 right and 4 right should be dry. Let's take a look at this.
Down the first one.
Okay, that should no. Right should be on the left, and left should be on the right.
Yeah, make sure, yeah, the 4, yeah, don't do 4, 11, 4, yeah, make sure there's right, right, left, left. That's right, that's why you label them, because otherwise it is maddening. Okay, while those guys are drying, your chess pieces when they're together, you got your 3 and 4 together. Making sure everybody gets their 3 and 4s together. We're going to take the number 1 and 2. These parts we glued together. Okay, guys, real quickly, on the chess piece we glued, we have 1 and 2 together. On this curved piece right here, on the right and the left, we're going to apply Contact Cement to this edge right here. This curved right here. where the registration marks are.
But that's one vector.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a right and a left. These guys right here. See, right and lefts. The curve section right here.
Do you mind holding it right under the light there? Because the floodlights are, there we go, perfect, thank you.
Like
That's
that.
what I was
Yeah, it
looking
kinda
at. So
creates
that's
a
too low.
silhouette.
Got it. And
Like
then
that, sorry.
it's going to be this.
So we're gonna apply glue to this curve area right here.
Okay, got it. All right, thank you. Yeah. The floodlights are drowning out the.
You know yeah, these lights, it lights the audience, but you can't see. It doesn't work in my camera either. Oh, it's black. Yeah, it was dark.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm applying glue to part 2 on the curved edge. So part 2 right, because they have numbers on them. So look at part 2 with that curved edge, the registration marks. Glue on that one. Then get your 2 left and do the glue on that edge too as well. Again, less is more. Put the glue on there. Let it soak in a little bit.
Oh wait, no, you don't put any. No, wait, no, there is no.
You guys, you're good. Yeah, it's the edge.
Okay, I didn't put.
Well, no, I'm sorry, no, let me say, you have no registration marks on it.
I have the registration marks on mine either.
I wonder if it's a stencil.
I wonder if it was a stencil on mine.
Yeah, there's registration marks on both sides. So
I don't know.
I think they just didn't get traced. I'm sorry. Here, let's grab a here. Let me grab a here.
Yeah, mine's the same.
Here, just trace it.
Same problem.
Here. Just lay it on there and trace those marks on there.
I don't know. Either I was either hurried, I was either too hurried, or it didn't have it on there.
Yeah, battery's dead.
Try that. Can I hear?
Check,
Oh yeah,
check.
battery's dead. Let me replace the batteries.
Got it.
I will be right back.
All right. Right, of course. Something dying or going wrong. So all we do is we roll it. Okay. Again, guys, let it dry. Let it get really nice and dry. So it might have a little bit of a sheen to it, but get it wait nice and dry. Okay. Hold on, guys, really quickly. JC is going to get some batteries for the microphone, so it is kind of staticky. Hear you now. Thank you. Don't worry, we're going to get it fixed. He's getting some new batteries from you guys. Be patient. All right, here we go. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is it good? And yeah, people say we can hear you now. All right, fantastic. Thank you. All right, here we go. Now we're going to take left. Got my left and my left breastplate and my lower. Got 5 and 6, right? We're going to line them up. There's these 2 little notches that go on the breastplate, but don't worry about it. All right, here you go. You guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm lining these guys up with those marks. Just like that. And again, if they don't want to line up, you got to pull and push to make sure they line up. That's what pulls things together. So if it doesn't, grab it. Like I'm pulling here and pushing here. Make,
I'm out of Buena Vista Lager. Cali Cream, Shiner Buck, Mango Cars, Basis IPA, AC
You got a poster lockers, one of the lockers.
A bottle of Hot Modelo. Yeah?
all right. All right, guys, looking like this. So grabbing. There you go. Manhandle it. Take control. Push and pull. Don't let it get ahead. Don't let it touch people unless you want it to touch. All right.
I ended up in the right place. Nope. I did not.
But, go.
That happened now.
Yeah, it's a little. It's all right. We'll keep moving. We'll do the other one.
Liana, yes.
What you can do is start with the back side and work your way in.
Right foot. Let me try to orient it the same. Like that. And then
Yes, sir.
Gonna pass
Yeah, you sure can. Do your best. Do your best. Squeeze past me. All right. All right, push and pull, push and pull. Line these suckers up.
Right, yeah, that's the thing. Like I was feeling like I was in.
Like that. You got it. You got it, brother. All right. And push and pull. And there.
Those are the ones that I like. I started with.
Yeah. Go. Hey guys, kind of like that.
I put that on backwards.
Oh, is that what happened? You have a right. You grabbed the wrong side.
Put it on.
Oh, that's what it is. The right and left. He put the wrong.
I put the.
Like that, because
Here, let me see. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. No, it's all here. It's good. They're a little up, but it all lines up. You still got it. It's all there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's ready to pull. It's all good. Don't worry. It's all trial and error, guys. All right. It's looking a little bit like this now. I got mine. Now again, if you notice the one that Peter's on, he's showing I kind of curved everything with a heat gun. The heat gun kind of pulls everything together, but. Oh yeah, so you got yours, it's coming together? Yeah, he's got it. You're all good. But this piece right here, you can kind of curl a little bit. That's what I always do. Kind of curl it in. That's going to be your side piece there. And just curl those guys a little bit. How's everybody looking? Oh, everything's getting together. I know, guys. I'll be honest with you. This is looking really good. It's a really complicated pan. Everybody's pulling it together. I'm very happy. So it's not an easy. Because you know what's next? We're gonna apply glue to these guys. This is the big last push. We're doing this thing. And we do the same thing. We do 2 thin coats. Add a coat, add both sides. No, you got it. You getting it? That's all right. Don't worry, it's getting there. This little piece on the side, guys, this actually curls in. If you manhandle it and bend it a little bit, that does curl back. That's the side piece here. But it's your bra strap, basically. What we're gonna be doing while everybody's coming. Oh, everybody's catching up. This looks great. We're gonna do our last big thing. How are we doing, Pete?
We got 9 o'clock, so another 30 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. What the big thing is we're gonna do again, this is the biggest symbol is right down the middle. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna apply a layer of contact cement, let it dry, and then add it again. We're gonna do like we did with this part right here, 2 thin coats. Because the reason I like to do thin, because it has to be the strongest. So let's apply really thin coats on our center edges and let it dry, and we'll come back, we'll do a second coat. So start with our first coat on the right and left.
If anybody is low on glue, flag me down. We should
Yeah.
have plenty of glue.
Yeah, we do.
But if you are low, let me know. We have a big bottle to pop off a little thing.
Yeah, because this is kind of the most gluing we've done with a lot of this lot of stuff. So.
Any idea what next month's?
Not a clue. I was ambitious when I spotted this off. I'm like, we should do a female breastplate. And I was kind of hesitant about, oh no, we should, it'd be fun to do. And I want to work on making things a little bit more smaller and simpler. I mean, still cool pieces, make things small, because the bigger pieces I think are kind of a hassle, especially I don't want to turn people off. I want to kind of get people involved, but doing something a big manic like this is a bit of a handful. But with that being said, I'm happy to see that people are actually, I see armor coming together. So it might be a little rough in spots, but you still did it. So again, we are doing just a thin coat on the right and left center chest piece, and we're going to let this dry. Really thin. Thin it out, wipe it off, no thick spots. Keep that glue nice and thin.
Like literally, just literal cheers. Even
All right. Yeah, I do. I love brass tubing. You know, any kind of tube. Again, we're gonna let this dry. Put one thin coat on and let it dry. Let it dry before you put the second one on. What food do we have here?
23?
23? Okay. Bingo.
Right there. It's like pretty legit.
So they have the one people would add like mohawks.
It's such rough hewn nipples, you know. It's hard to get around it.
Ah,
Dremel, you can make some really good.
what's that?
I said if you had a Dremel, you could make some really good.
Oh yeah. Do tons of stuff with journals. Showing the class, everybody's doing great. Everybody's catching up.
Do you have a recommendation of a phone that would add, that would stick to this well easy?
So again, say again.
A phone, like a phone to add to, like if you wanted to like make like a curly cube.
Oh yeah, I always just could use any kind of foam. I always like working with thinner grade. Yeah, the same thing. Just use thinner grade. There's basically the same thing, but it's different thicknesses, huh?
Like the mold, like foam, like putty.
Oh, like you mean the foam clay?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, foam clay. Foam clay you can do, yeah. But I've learned really quickly with foam clay, it's best to wet the foam first.
Would you want?
Wet the foam. Like if you're going to work with one stick, if you want to put like foam clay into foam pieces, it's best to wet the EVA foam first so the clay will stick to the foam. Because I found if you do it and let it dry, it just will just pop off.
Okay.
So it's best to wet the surface that you actually want to put it onto, and then the clay it'll stick a little bit better. Yeah, the foam clay, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I love that stuff, but it's you got. I always found that if you're going to do something organic or something weird on it, wet it first and then work into it. Let it so the foam will bite into it. My glue is dry, so I'm going to go ahead and put one more coat. Again, just a very, very thin coat. Have you already did your 2 coats there, right? So.
Trying to be cheap.
Okay, I'm gonna do my second coat on my centerpiece again. Again, it doesn't have to be heavy. It just really thin because we already got our first coat and it's soaked into the foam. So this is the second coat, and it's gonna be really, 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 really thin. It doesn't have to be heavy duty. Just gonna get a nice, thin, even coat here. All right.
I have a question for you, Ted.
Go.
What is your sizing advice? Like, say this doesn't fit exactly how you want it to. What would you do to kind of make a pattern fit you better?
Oh, well, I've always found when making foam pieces, it depends on the thickness of the foam you're using. You can make like a foam ruler to get your dimensions, but when you make a part and you look at it, you can take something as simple as take the pattern itself and increase the size. Like if you wear it and think, oh, if this was only like a ½ inch bigger, this would have fit me. So you can actually take the pattern itself and blow it up, like a little bit bigger. I know it sounds kind of a pain in the butt, but it's a little bit trial and error because nothing comes out perfect the first time. But this breastplate's kind of generic, but if you're right, if you're a little bit bigger, you definitely can take the pattern and just blow it up more. Yep. All right. Again, this is my second coat. So I'm gonna let this guy get bone dry before you put them together. We have how many more minutes? A couple more minutes? I'm sorry. So, again, let it dry. For the first next bill, you should make. Let me see your chest piece.
Mark's just a show.
Oh, well done. Thank you, Mark. Very nice. Yeah, like Batman? Like the Val Kilmer Batman? No, Val Kilmer's first. Yeah, what it was, all they did with George Clooney is throw him in a Val Kilmer suit. Because they didn't want to spend any money. They spent so much money on Batman Forever. They had all the stuff left over. They threw Clooney in the suit. You got your second coat on the inside there? You doing your second?
Yeah.
All right. Let it dry. Don't, no rush. Okay. I'm looking at mine right now. It's my second coat. So what I'm gonna do, I like to start from the top with me personally. And when I'm working, what I want to do is I'm gonna make sure, because sometimes you don't want to get ahead of yourself and touch it. So I start with the top, that top edge, touching. And again, watch those registration marks. Because that, and I grab them, you see I got a hold of this in both hands. I kind of very gently line them up. And if it doesn't look like it's gonna line up, make sure you shift it, push, push, edge to edge, just like that. Now, there'll be parts like you'll be doing this, don't worry about it. It's just probably still a little too little. I got impatient, should have waited longer, but too late now. I'm already committed. So, all right, pushing.
Yeah.
So, keeping the eye on it, line it up. Keep going, keep going. Push, push, push. And it goes, come back
I know it lines. I just.
and push. Now that you look at it, you can turn around the back and see the back of the armor. I can see it right here. It's going to reach back in here. Make contact. All right. Still a little wet. But there we go. We're getting it there. There it is. There's the breastplate. Again, really quickly, big shout out to Kamui Cosplay. This is her female breastplate. Oh, look at that. You got it. Just push. Get in there. You can do flip it around the other side, like that, and bend it. Yeah, there you go. See, that's it. Push down. There, get that. Yeah, get in there. You got it. Just push. Get it. She got it. There it is. Holy cow. Look at that, see? Got a, oh, thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, no, I had. Thanks for the tips on the glue. Like working with the glue.
Yeah, trust me, when you have more time, do 2 thin coats, let it dry, and it grabs really, really, really well. Are we doing it up here? Are we doing time?
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. So we didn't even have a little bit of 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes.
Could have made it a lot nicer.
Nice.
Guys are so, look at that. Mark did a fun little trick. He took his and he folded it inside out. So you can do like this. So, and it does, it kind of softens the edges and everything, kind of brings it off. Cleans up the edges. Oh, there it is.
Extra armor.
That's a little more pronounced.
Also, like, pop in a piece.
Yeah.
Just don't get me banned. Don't get me canceled.
It'll yeah, that'll get you grounded.
All right, look at that. Fantastic. Hey, no, it's a bit of a oh, see, flip it around. Look at that. That's cool. I'm sorry. There we go.
For wasteland. Yeah.
Guys, can I see your chest armor? Show him. There, look at that. All right.
HR's gonna call.
Yeah, HR's calling that one. I'm gonna get canceled. Oh, look at your breastplate. Look at that. Fits her.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yep, there goes. That's his. Get your breastplate. Nicely done. There you go. Got some breastplates over there. Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic, guys. Well done. We pulled it off. A little tight, but we did it.
The other thing that we're doing is like each month we're doing like a different armor piece. I think in July it'll probably
Tried.
be the
First attempt ever.
That's great. What do you mean tried? You did it.
Thank you.
You did it.
No, it was like I've never touched foam in my life. Never ever. And I was like so excited to be here. Like,
And, but
learn a little
yeah,
bit.
but you get it.
socials and our socials. We'll do a new armor piece, and then when we hit the like when we've gone through it, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
So hopefully, after however many months, you guys will have full costumes.
Hopefully.
Are these usually done on Tuesdays?
We try to do them on Tuesdays.
I love that.
That's why.
See? Tuesdays.
As long as it's not a Saturday.
No.
No Saturday.
You couldn't do anything like that here on a Saturday. It'd be a madhouse.
And if we had more time, you can attach more foam to the
Yes, exactly.
to
Good.
the seams, so you could build up details and all types of stuff, spikes.
Right, like you were talking earlier about the foam clay, like we were saying earlier, but you could actually just take thinner pieces of craft foam and make patterns and details and add stuff to it.
We were able to do that with the helmet workshop. not
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
yeah. Not so much of because the helmet's always popular. We might come back around the helmet again soon, so don't worry. People like that one a lot.
Yeah, we could do like the Paladin helmet next time.
Oh,
or
that's
one of
yeah,
those.
yeah. That'd be fun. There's no, yeah, that'd be yeah, something like that. Yeah, do some different variations of helmets. How's everybody do? I mean, no, I think we're good. I think
People have armor.
we have armor. Yes. Yay! Real quick, oh my God, the camera's just, sorry, I'm trying to block out let me hold my breastplate put on the height, blocking the light. Everybody, again, everybody on YouTube, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna wrap this up. This was great. This is live from the Scum and Villany Cantina. If you ever find yourselves in Hollywood, California, you've got to stop by and visit. If you're in your destinations, California, please make this one of your tourist destinations and come and see this bar and have a drink and have amazing food and meet like-minded nerds like ourselves. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah! Woo! Let's go. Sorry, where's the crowd shot? Oh, crowd shot there, sorry. Yeah, we'll do definitely we'll wrap up and we'll do a group photo. Let's do it. All right.